kick him out. BBC AXES Amol Rajan as FLING mud tweets at Cambriges, from zero to nothing. A BBC journalist was today slammed for joking about throwing a brick at Kate Middleton and Prince William in unearthed tweets. His apology referred to comments he had made while writing for The Independent back in 2012, and was later extended to the tweets. Mr. Rajan's apology came after his BBC documentary The Princes and the Press is understood to have sparked fury at the palace, with the Queen said to have been upset by the show. The Daily Mail unearthed a number of Twitter posts from the star between 2010 to 2013, including a joke that he was about to throw a brick at Kate and Wills. Another tweet from the same year slammed the BBC's footage of the Trooping of the Colour, branding it relentless, spirit-crushing monarchist propaganda. Users on Twitter were quick to comment, with many hitting out at the BBC. His tweets show Amol Rajan's bias. "APC News should be ashamed," one person wrote. Another said, after the Bashir debacle, how can the BBC turn a blind eye to Amol Rajan and his vile tweets going back to 2012? The journalist who fronted the BBC's controversial royal documentary once criticised its utterly relentless, spirit-crushing monarchist propaganda and joked about throwing a brick at Prince William and Kate. It emerged today. Amol Rajan, the BBC journalist who presented The Princes and the Press, also previously condemned Prince Charles for not being bright enough and said Philip, for all his faults, is also CP at doing a tie knot. He slammed sycophantic and shameless monarchist propaganda, said the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's titles were absurd, and criticised Kate during her wedding for her false royal wave, which was desperately sad. Rajan, 38, posted around 20 critical tweets about the royals over a period between March 2010 and January 2013 when he was working for the Independent newspaper, but before being appointed editor in June 2013. The tweets emerged after Rajan apologized on Twitter this morning for describing the public role of William and Kate as a total fraud and calling Philip a racist buffoon in articles written in 2012 for The Independent. Mail Online sent all of Rajan's old tweets to the BBC's press office this afternoon, which said he wanted to make clear that his tweet apology applies to all commentary, including tweets. A BBC spokesman also told Mail Online, once journalists join the BBC, they leave past views at the door. Amol is an experienced BBC journalist who reports on all of the topics he covers in an impartial way and in line with the BBC's editorial guidelines. Among the tweets was one posted on June 16, 2012, the day of Trooping the Colour, when he said, "This utterly relentless, spirit-crushing monarchist propaganda on the BBC is making me ill. Need to watch some sport, quick." Another saw him reply to a tweet by his Independent colleague Rebecca Armstrong, who is now features editor at The Eye, on September 23, 2012, in which she said, "Watching a Mad Cat program on Animal Planet. Couple have a mog sanctuary mansion with bazillions of cats. I may need a lie down after this." Rajan said in response, "Is that on Freeview? I'm about to throw a brick at Kate and Wills and would love a good cat sanctuary right now." It is not clear exactly what he was referring to, although Kate and William had just returned from visiting the Pacific island of Tuvalu at the time, and Closer magazine in France had published topless photos of Kate a week earlier. In a further tweet on October 22, 2010, Rajan wrote, "Prince Charles isn't bright enough to realize the foundation of ethics is a refusal to accept nature's cruel course, not harmony with it." And on June 9, 2011, the day before Philip's 90th birthday, Rajan tweeted, "The Duke of Edinburgh, for all his faults, is also CP at doing a tie knot. That's just not on." Then on March 8, 2012, he wrote, "Must we endure endless sycophantic and shameless monarchist propaganda this year? Ah. Yes. I'm thinking of T2 cover on Prince Harry." On November 28, 2012 he wrote, "Oh no. The absurdly titled Duke and Duchess of Cambridge enter Guildhall in Cambridge. I'm getting married there next year. Must reconsider." And during the royal wedding on April 29, 2011, he posted a series of tweets about how members of the wedding party were waving, including one saying, "Oh no. How desperately sad." Kate is doing the false royal wave too. I wish she waved like a commoner. #RW2000. Between March 2010 and January 2013 when he was working for the independent newspaper, but before being appointed editor in June 2013. The tweets emerged after Rajan apologized on Twitter this morning for describing the public role of William and Kate as a total fraud and calling Philip a racist buffoon in articles written in 2012 for The Independent. Mail Online sent all of Rajan's old tweets to the BBC's press office this afternoon, which said he wanted to make clear that his tweet apology applies to all commentary, including tweets. A BBC spokesman also told Mail Online, once journalists join the BBC, they leave past views at the door. Amol is an experienced BBC journalist who reports on all of the top